Welcome everybody to the Feeding Frenzy Friday. My name is Brian. This is where we break down the Friday featured asset from Notes Direct. If you're someone looking to buy notes and you want an expert opinion, this is the place to be. We have Scott Tyler, a veteran of almost 30 years in the note business, giving us his thoughts on these notes. If this is a value to you, we would love for you to just smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, click that bell notification so that you get a notification every single time we post one of these videos ahead of the emails. Let's go. Well, it's just me today. Scott is out, and so I didn't want to take a week off. I had to go ahead and pull one of these notes because I found one on Notes Direct that I think is absolutely a killer thing. So as I'm going to pull it up here, we've got one today in Michigan. And kind of as you see, just based by looking at the picture, a lot of times you see a picture and you make some assumptions, right? This is a good example, I think, of one that it's kind of off the street, right? This one happens to be on 2 acres, and so you can't really see it. And so what I did is we've got a little bit of an aerial view here to show you, all right, we've got some 2 acres. We see that it's off the beaten path a little bit. We get that. That's actually kind of an advantage for, or a preference, I would say, for a lot of homeowners. In this case, the person that lives in that house probably likes that piece of it. But we got a single family house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 1,000 square feet. It's actually almost 1,100 square feet. And what's interesting about this one, and why I think this one's really important to highlight today on Feeding Frenzy, is that it has a payment, as you see, of $878 a month, right? So really good payment. But what's really fascinating about it to me was there's 289 months left. Now, this is actually something that I personally look for because it's got a good investment to value, but this is something that a partial is perfect for, right? So take a look at this. First of all, if you just bought this note, you'd have a yield, I think, a little over 9%, maybe it's 9.5%. But listen to the math on this, right? Let's just say you bought this note and you bring in a partial investor. It's a $99,000 price. And maybe you have an IRA that has, I'll say $5,000 that you could put into a note, right? Maybe you look at these and say, I don't have $99,000, but I would like to make 9.5% yield, Brian. Like, that's good long-term money. What if you could have $5,000 in it? And then you could actually bring on a partial investor who wants to invest, say, $94,000. So you're going to keep $5,000 of your money. Would you be willing to give up the 9.5% yield in order to make, in this case, if you sold $94,000 of this note, you would end up making, well, let's just say it pays off in 10 years. Okay, let's say it has an early payoff. Worst case scenario, you sold, 12 years of payments. Okay, you sold 12 years of payments, the first 12 years out of the 289. And out of those 12 years, the first 10 years, this buyer, the homeowner just says, I'm going to refinance it or I'm going to sell it. And on 10 years, you get a big payoff. We got to pay off our passive partial investor, and you end up making about $79,000 for your $5,000 investment. And so this is one of those that a lot of times people might look at the price, or they might even look at the picture, and they overlook it because they're not looking at the fact that there's some qualities in here that make this thing an absolute killer investment. And if you can invest $5,000 and turn it into $79,000 in 10 years, I'm going to say you could probably do pretty good, right? Especially if you're doing it in some sort of tax advantage account. And so I had to highlight this one. I thought it was a really fascinating one that just knowing a lot of note investors who make quick decisions and jump to conclusions. The whole point of this channel, the whole point of this playlist, and really what even our sister company Note School teaches is all about look at the real information and make the right decision, do your due diligence, and obviously go out and make it happen. If this asset is for you, make sure you do your due diligence and then go and click that purchase button. Go out and make it happen. Take action. If you want to see more notes, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Make sure you click that bell notification to get the latest updates so that as soon as we post these videos, you're getting the information ahead of the emails. If you're new to notes or you want to learn more about notes, you should register for our 1-day deeper dive class through our sister company, Note School. It is a 1-day deeper dive class to cover everything from creative financing, creating your own notes, learning how to wholesale and flip notes, things like performing notes and selling partials, what it looks like to make some big money with some bad debts through non-performing notes. It's a wonderful full day class. You could register for that class below. For the rest of you, I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next week on the Feeding Frenzy Friday.